Hi there, this is the March 2019 monthly forecast for Gemini Risings. So starting out on the 1st of the month, Venus will enter Aquarius when it moves into your 9th house. And where Venus grows, it can bring an increased sense of ease, an ability to have less struggle in that area of our life, just a general feeling of openness and flow. And it's moving into an area of your chart related to higher education, spirituality, long distance travel, foreign languages, spirituality, these higher aspirational things that we may be searching for. So you may have more ability to more easily navigate things like schooling, your spiritual beliefs. It's a good time to consider what trips you're taking. More interest and more ease will be brought to that area of your life starting on the 1st. Then on the 5th, Mercury will begin to go retrograde in your 10th house in Pisces. And this Mercury retrograde is particularly hazy, I would say. It's not necessarily like red flags, it's just kind of like it's just a very muddy, hazy Mercury retrograde, and it's in Pisces, the sign of its detriment and fall, and it's with Neptune, another mystifying force, which obscures Mercury's communicativeness a bit. It's in your career sector, so be careful about signing any contracts, starting a new job, taking any really big steps regarding your career or public image. I don't know if I would take them now unless really necessary and unless I had triple checked. Just be clear about details and don't take things too seriously in terms of your career or choices you're having to make during this time. Don't count on them being rigid or definite. Allow for some flow and allow for some humor to come in. That's the biggest recommendation I can give for this Mercury retrograde, is just have an open mind and a sense of humor, because things, I don't want to say like things will mess up, but things will go awry a bit, so keep that in mind. On the 6th, Uranus will enter Taurus in your 12th house, and Uranus entered Taurus about a year ago, but then it retrograded back into Aries, and now on the 6th, for the next 7 years, it will move forward firmly in your 12th house of behind the scenes, psychology, hidden matters, spirituality, isolation. So Uranus brings a lot of radical change and a call for authenticity and absolute restructuring. You may have felt this building up, a sense of really needing to change your inner psychology, your spiritual practices, the way that you go within and introspect. This will further continue on for the better part of the next decade, but it's something to keep in mind because you may have felt the energy bubbling up, or it may be a surprise once Uranus firmly moves into your 12th house of hidden stuff. On the 6th, there's also a new moon in Pisces in your 10th house. So new moons are times of new beginnings, of planting seeds for the next 6 months to come in that area of our life when the full moon culminates. It's in your house of career and public image, so you may want to plant seeds for something to develop in terms of your career that can then come to fruition in 6 months' time. Near the middle of the month, about the 14th through the 20th, Mars will trine Saturn in your 12th and 8th houses, and with this energy, it could be a really good time to get something intensely done in terms of other people's money and unconscious attachments. And it's kind of a weird pairing, I know, but maybe some type of shared asset isn't clear to you, or you're being kept in the dark regarding money you share with someone else. This would be the time to get to the bottom of it and solve these matters that you are being kept in the dark about shared financial matters. On the 20th, the sun will enter Aries in your 11th house, and where the sun goes, it can bring more increased luminosity, activity, and focus, and it's coming into your 11th house of groups, friends, and alliances, so social gatherings may play a bigger role during Aries season from the 20th of this month into next month. On the 21st, there is a full moon in Libra in your 5th house, and full moons are times of culmination and endings, high points for something developing in that area of our life for the past 6 months. For you, this was in your 5th house of romance and children and fun, basically. So maybe something began romantically or regarding children in some regard, or art. Also, creativity could be something that built up over the past 6 months, and this would be a good time to celebrate it, to put it out into the world if it's something to release or open up about, and to take into account all the work that you've done over the past 6 months in this development of your life. On the 26th, Venus will enter Pisces in your 10th house, bringing more ease and more grace into your area of career and the workplace may become a friendlier place from the 26th onward. On the 28th, Mercury will also station direct in Pisces in your 10th house. So 26th to 28th onward, there may be a relief, a sense of clarity, a sense of closure to some of the Mercury retrograde fogginess, annoyingness going on in the other parts of the month. 26th, particularly 28th onward, you can expect some feelings of closure and steadiness and regained balance in your career sector, which may have taken a turn over this March. Finally, on the 31st, Mars enters your first house. Mars in the first house can bring an increased drive physically. It can also bring the possibility for physical accidents or frustrations regarding the physical body, particularly if we were born during the day and have a date chart. I would watch out for that. It's a really good time to start a new workout regime because Mars will bring that increased stamina and vigor. It would be a time to be careful physically, but if you want to start some type of new exercise or really powerful physical activity, it's a great time to put that into effect, and you'll probably want to from the 31st onward. So this month is definitely a reevaluation and restructuring of your career and ideas about public image of yourself in the world. So I hope this was helpful. I do private consultations at the link below. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you soon.